to go.
You are...
Oh, look at that power. It's charging so much faster now.
You are gross.
Hello and welcome to episode 287 of 10 o'clock. I'm turning a fan off. There we go. So, we are going to sit here and talk about Warframe, as we normally do. And this week we have myself, that other guy, who's me, also known as Lars, apparently. I had that twice in the comments.
Well, people not spelling your name right.
We have Xeno. And as a special guest this week, I think last time we did see you was on the 24-hour stream. We have FromThe70s.
Hello. Yeah, so I was on the 24-hour with you guys for a while.
Yep.
A couple hours.
No, it was good. It was good. It wasn't as painful as last year's.
Well, you set it up right. You had a bunch of people come in. Last time I tried to do a 24, I soloed it like an idiot. So.
Oh no! Why?
Yeah.
That would just be
doing.
Endless pain. Endless pain. But not today. Today we're here to talk about Warframe. So we start as we do every week with the emblems. So from the 70s, you may use whatever criteria you wish. Which one's the most colourful, the most informative, one with a happy smile, or brings you a happy smile? Which emblem, which I assume Xeno is providing you?
Yeah, just scroll up, Loz.
I have to use the hands. These hands don't work. Yes. So you may
Is it because you've covered them in saliva and cupcakes?
Oh, are we gonna spill that on it? Okay.
I recorded when
like
you were
the one
saying
with
it.
the clem face. I like the one with the clem face on it.
Let's see what we've got here.
That's the one I like.
Loz is perusing.
Well, I fail at reading Grenier. However, I'm going to push Xeno. There we go. So I assume we have our winner with the clem Grenier face. But that one's Xeno's. But I'll only let him claim victory if, without looking it up, he can tell me what are those focus schools.
Madurai, Vazarin.
Which one's which?
Madurai's the V, Vazarin's the D.
Well done. How do you remember that?
Because I'm not inept.
just to let you know, that hurts.
Wow, that does hurt. Just for everyone at home, if you want to remember them, go. Vazarin, you think would be the V, but it's not. It's the D. Madurai has a D in it, so you think it'd be the D. No, it's the V.
Actually, the way I remember it is it's the defensive focus school, Vazarin, and it's got the defensive mods like the cold CC.
It's not the defensive school.
Huh?
Not supposed to be the defensive school. It's not the defensive
It's totally the defensive school.
The Renaru is the defensive school.
No, the Inari is the waste of space.
Wow.
You know it's true.
You know it's the way of actually producing the highest operator damage, right? Also, still not the defensive school, though, I know. But...
Yeah.
I've gone so far off into the forest right now. All I remember is I do the one with the energy dash. That's
Xeneric.
Xeneric, yeah.
Yeah.
Then I got nerfed.
I only know that because of Xeneric brand energy soda, but I know, again, that V is Madurai only because I keep on assuming it's Vazarin, right? And every single time I look it up and it's Madurai, I'm just like, well, that's been burnt into my brain eventually.
Yep. No V in it, but it's the one with the D. So the link. But one question is, before we go, what was that actually on the arm of? Because the background is all purple. It looks like it's got a rock face or something. Is that the new Atlas skin or something?
Oh, yeah, I think that was... Hold on, let me bring it back up. Yeah, that was the Atlas Deluxe skin.
Wow, okay. That's pretty nice for taking emblems off, to be honest. That's pretty flat. Right, anyway, let's move on, Xeno, to the next bit.
It's all purple as well. What is the next bit?
It's a dojo dusting.
Oh, yeah, it's dojo dusting. Okay, so 3 points of dojo dusting. First off, we're going to be at TennoCon. From the 70s, are you going to be at TennoCon?
I will not this year. This will be the first year since I started streaming that I'm going to miss it. I bought a house.
Oh, wow.
I suppose you could
I'm a little broke.
House.
Got this wonderful studio to stream in now instead of, being crammed in the corner of a little apartment. So,
Loz, have you noticed the disco ball?
I can't take my eyes off the disco ball.
Have you seen the disco ball? I'll do this for you real quick.
Oh!
Yeah.
Now it's gone.
I love it.
Never to be seen or heard from again during this video. Right. The second point of interest.
The only way I'd say you can improve the disco ball if you want your next purchase is you have to have it on a mechanical arm from above you.
That just lowers down.
I'm working on it. Okay, so I'm going to tilt the camera. This is gonna trigger some people. I'm working on it, but I've got this fan.
Well, you can just reuse the motors.
It's gonna be a task. I have to move this fan like this way a little bit, and then the disco ball's going up here, and I'm gonna make it retractable so that when I have to like pull it up out of the window to appear to be a normal human being on occasion, then but that's all down the road. I would love to start streaming and just like go click and the disco ball just kind of comes down. Oh hell yeah!
And then all the disco music comes in.
Yep, exactly.
Cool. The second point of dojo dusting is apologies. The winners for last week's episode weren't added to the description. That was a complete mistake on my part, and I didn't realize until really late in the week. As a result, they will be in the description of this video, but this won't offset any of the giveaways or anything like that. The third and final dojo dusting is the wolf does exist. For the first time after I don't know how many weeks, I actually ran into him and he dropped the mod. So, but he exists. He exists. So, yeah.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah. Rarely.
They promised we'd get sick of him, but I haven't gotten sick of him yet.
I've got sick of not getting sick of him.
Yeah. Exactly.
Right.
I've got sick of him dropping nothing but mods.
How many times have you fought him, Loz?
4.
4 times. Okay. What about you, 70s?
8 or 9. I'm starting to lose track.
I'll never lose
do a
track
lot of
from
grinding.
one.
I do
How
a
many
lot of
weeks
grinding.
is next week potentially the last week of this Nightwave?
As of Monday, it is week 10. So,
is that including the half week that we started with, though?
Yes.
Right. So we don't know.
Are we supposed to get 13?
10. They said 10 originally.
They said 10.
Stream. Yeah.
Okay.
But the weird thing is, they started the first week half the way through the week because it was a Wednesday, Thursday-ish patch thing. So we didn't really get the full week. So does that count? Is the question.
Not
But I don't know.
sure.
I'd say we're at least do another lore dump thing at some point.
Nope.
No?
Nope.
No more episodes.
Yeah, it was. There's actually a. If you click on the. Was it? No, it's not. Is it Tune In? I can't remember. When you go to the when you go to the Nightwave panel, there's a button in the right hand corner called Tune In. You click on that, and it will show you the episodes of all the things, and it stops at 5.
Fair enough.
Right.
Yep.
Should we move on?
Any other adjusting?
Nope.
Oh.
I can't remember if this is the cards or the Patreon questions. It's the card, isn't it?
Cards.
Cool. Right, cards. So, so first card we had last week.
Before we have this one, for the 70s, do you know that Eidolon shards have no purpose in the game currently? Apart from
What about
crafting
faction?
Nope. Can't hand them in. Normal
Really?
Eidolon shards, yeah. They were used for arcanes, but they removed all
Right.
the arcane recipes. You just buy the arcane now, don't you? So they've not added it. So the normal Eidolon shards, you can't even burn them for focus. You can burn synthetic normal Eidolon shards, but you can do nothing with normal Eidolon shards past the 3 you need for the paracesis.
I think
I would be shocked, but I mean, there's Synthula, nav coordinates. How many other items in the game that just are still there but have no purpose?
Gallium.
Nav coordinates do something, surely?
No, they don't.
Nav coordinates.
No, they do. They're used to make the Orokin Derelict keys that you still need for some reason.
Yeah.
Is it really a component of making the keys? I've never even really looked.
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
Yes. Yeah. And Synthula, isn't that used to inject the people you're saving with drugs?
Yeah.
Yes, but you don't have to. You can.
And you shouldn't.
But at least there is a technical use for it, but literally the Eidolon shards, you use them for, I think, 3 in the parasites.
There's a list somewhere. I'll have to look it up, but I know there's a list of items in game that don't have a heavy use, and it was a pretty lengthy list. I was impressed.
Oh, okay. I'd be interested in seeing that list actually. But I can understand there's like some old things that were like the original corruptors from event stuff. I can imagine that being in there. But I mean, Eidolon shards are something you're going to get loads of, and they have no use right now. This is terrible. Right. Anyway, so moving on, Xeno.
We ready to start the card now, Loz?
Well, bring up speed.
Okay. Right, so the first card we asked was, should DE repurpose the normal Eidolon shards? 81 people responded. 0% said no, which I kind of want to say is the first time we've ever seen that.
Wow.
What, 0? Yeah.
Yeah. 25% said that they didn't care, and 74% said yes.
I don't care. I don't mind that I keep acquiring this
1%
absolutely useless resource that I just stack up ever again and again. I cannot sell it. I cannot use it for anything. It's just going to keep building up forever. Yep.
I'm kind of surprised no one said that they. No one said no, because I would have thought that would have been an indication of I don't want to do Eidolons again. So, or maybe just everyone sat on a bajillion other buggers.
Well, I'm certainly not. I have some, but.
Are you eating another cupcake?
Not like I have plastids or anything.
Right.
Salvage.
But Ticker loves those, doesn't he?
Yep.
I feel bad. I felt an emotional connection when I started freeing and paying off people's debt, and now I just don't care anymore. You know?
Yep.
Poor people. It's just like, I don't care.
I'm just like, how are you still in debt? I fucking cleared your way. Like, what the fuck do you keep doing? Drugs. I'm not buying your bloody drug habit out. Drugs.
Never learn.
Anyway.
What's that? 1,700 per 1,000% interest per day on a loan? I'll take that! Every day they just keep never learning. Right, next one, sorry.
12 credit cards? What could go wrong?
Man.
Right, the next card. That was what we're doing. Oh, actually, no, 70s. What would you say yes or no, don't care?
To repurpose the Eidolon shards? Well, you kind of gave me an in as to what you were looking for. I have zero desire to do Eidolons.
Yep.
So, if answering no means not having to do an Eidolon ever again, then no.
Cool.
But otherwise, I don't care.
Yep. Right, next card. Right, okay, so separate Thumper bounties versus bounty stage variety. Okay, so last week we had a topic saying that Thumpers should be a bounty stage like Eidolons on the Plains of Eidolon with Konzu, just to make it easier to organize the groups and things. But I was arguing the fact that I would rather have more variety in the bounty stages than, having specifically, hey, go do Thumpers, because I can only rescue so many people with bomb collars on their necks and capture and hold locations because the Grenier are bored. I want more variety in the thing, so that was the card. 78 people responded. 20% said they wanted separate bounty thumpers, thumper bounties even. 26% said that they wanted bounty stage variety, and 52% said that they don't care / want the Gas City rework.
I think you kind of shot yourself in the foot with the wording of this question because you included Gas City.
I know, yeah. I don't remember agreeing to that, Xeno.
No, but
I don't remember.
It was...
What's that got to do with bounties and thumpers, eh?
Well,
we're getting the Gas City either way.
If we had to choose, I'm going to choose Gas City. Yeah,
exactly. It's like, oh yeah, should we delay Gas City by 3 months just so these idiots can have their bounty stage variety? Everyone's been like, go away and die the hole, whoever.
Exactly. So yeah, you want the Gas City rework. You've answered your own question there, Loz.
No, I actually want bounty stage variety, and I want a thumper stage.
No,
Really cool.
I want gas at your rework.
I want all three.
I don't want to go back to the planes. I'm done with the planes.
But if I have
There's
to go
that.
back to the planes because of a night wave in the new system, because the next night wave's going to come on and there'll be a one and finish 8 bounties, and you know you're going to have to do it. I'd love to be able to pick the highest level bounty for fun, and then the last stage is fight 2 massive thumpers at the same time. That would be cool.
Yeah, but you'd never get that night wave. You get complete 10 bounties on the planes. It's like, so you end up doing the easy one just to knock
I know,
Yeah.
but I'd like to do the easy ones for 7 of them, and then do the last one, the really hard one for fun, and I'd be like, yay! Variety!
A large part of me is like, I just don't want to do another Nightwave related thing on the planes. Like,
There you
hey, go mine stuff on the planes.
Fish.
Nope. Go fish
I
on the
don't mind that
planes.
one.
Nope.
It's fish. Fish rare. Catch rare fish. If it was catch 100 fish on the planes, I'd be like, that's fine. Catch like 3 rare fish. No, I ain't doing that.
I've been better with it since they came out with the remain invisible, remain stealth while mining and all that with Ivara. I've been enjoying it.
Mm.
Right, the next card we have is, are you interested in the new player experience? So at the beginning of the year, they teased this screenshot of what looked to be like a Mag and Excalibur, or was it Mag and Vault? I can't remember. That looked all stone, or fossilized or whatever. And we asked the question, are you interested in the new player experience? 82 people responded. 6% said yes, and I asked them to leave comments in the below commentary section. I don't know if they did.
I only saw 2 people. Kelly Roberts, for the new player card, I suggest for the lore, but that's the only one reason. I also want new players to have an easier time. And Anarchy Gaming, about the new player card, I'm Master Rank 27, and was it? So my early game was pretty much completely different from now, and the people that got to start playing this game, they all left since the information was done. Sorry, since the information, as soon as the information dump was too damn high, I want them to slowly give information and goals, not just drop the new players off to Vor's Quest without any direction.
All right. So that was 6%. 12% said that they, weren't interested in the new player experience. 23% said that they were interested for the new players, and 58% said that they were interested for the lore.
I think you said you weren't interested at all, Xeno, didn't you?
Yeah, not really. Like, I'd be interested for the lore for all of 5 seconds, but a part of me is just tempted to just, I'd rather just read it.
They've got to do something for new players. There needs to be I know that Warframe is notorious for not hand-holding, but they've got to do a little bit.
Yeah.
Just a little bit more. I was firing up a free-to-play account, got in, did the tutorial, which was, it's okay. But then you go from there to welcome to see this.
Yeah, like, exactly.
Whoa. Yeah, complete overload. And oh, by the way, there's this whole other game over here, which is in all hallways and stuff.
Right.
So,
and then the 4th card we asked. So wait, so are you on the yes for new players?
Yes, for new players, absolutely.
And wait, did Loz say what he was on?
The lore and the new players. I agree on both sides. It's the same saying. Like we said last week, it's silly that if you're a new player, if you had no idea what you're doing, you get to the planes, you're like, okay, am I supposed to stay here until I finish this, or do I go space, or what's that Venus thing everyone's telling me about? Wait, which do I now do this, or do I get mods? Do I go? It's like, what'd you do?
Yeah, you come out of this linear thing and then just get inundated with, well, what do you want to do? It's like, I don't know what you can do. What you're supposed to do.
And then our last card for last week was, so in the episode, there was a topic about a taxi service that allowed you to go from Cetus to Fortuna. So
there's somebody come up with a mock-up of the idea.
Yeah, there was a mock-up and everything.
Cetans or Corpus sitting around in Fortuna sitting around in Cetus.
Yes, there are. What are you talking about?
No,
My
there
wife.
is, and then somebody put a half a thing over it. Yeah.
Okay. Anyway, so the idea was that there was this taxi service that allowed you to easily get between them rather than actually going back to your Lisette and then going back to Fortuna. So we proposed that you had to get like a certain rank with it with each faction in order to actually have this. But 69 people responded. 13% said that they wanted this as soon as possible. 42% said that they wanted it after Railjack, and 44% said that they just flat out didn't care.
Yeah.
So
what is this?
The suggestion of putting that you could go while you're in Cetus, as in you're running around, there would be a corpus. There's already some corpus units sitting in a corner, and that you could walk up to them. There's a button that says "Travel to Fortuna," and that way you could just travel straight to. You don't have to go through multiple loading screens. You could go straight from Cetus, and then you load into Fortuna, rather than going leave in Lisette, back to Lisette.
Okay.
Find Venus. Click Venus. Loading.
So starting to build like this travel network of all the new open world hubs.
Linking them together. Make
That's
it more.
That's not a terrible idea, and it would probably take them like a weekend. Versus, I mean, look at Frame Fighter. That took them a couple of weeks just when they had some downtime. I can see them setting up a tram or taxi or whatever they want to call it.
Yeah.
The question is that seems really weird. You know what I mean? There would have to be some cost to it, wouldn't there? From an in-game perspective, like.
Well, not really, no, because I mean, it's just saving you time. Let's say you're trying to build some Zors and some kit guns or a mower, and you're just like, okay, I'm in Cetus. Oh, I want to go to Fortuna. Instead of going escape, leave, then you're back in the set, go to the navigation terminal, find click Fortuna. It literally is just saving you some effort of moving from one open world to another.
I get the reason why as a player I would want it. I'm trying to figure out a lore reason why would Neff allow that. You know what? Why would they spend the expense to do that?
Oh, it wouldn't be Neff doing it, would it? It would be the sneaky Fortunans with their sneaky.
So it'd be like an underground railroad kind of thing.
Yeah. The Quills would do it. Just blame some Quills. It's all the Quills.
Just blame the Quills.
Yeah.
Blame the Quills. They did it.
I will admit though that if I end up on a ship with Little Duck, I will try my hardest to make sure there's an accident, and she just ended up in the void of space.
With an airlock.
Don't like
yes.
Very faulty.
Yeah. Can't trust those airlocks recognizing Cockney accent voice commands. You know, terrible things happen. Just get ejected into space.
Such a shame.
Anyway, moving on. So that's it for the cards. We'll move on to the Patreon questions, Loz.
Loomis Azeroth says, do you think there should be other things you can buy with wolf creds after you prestige, such as Kuva, Veiled Ribbons, etc.? I'm not saying increase the amount of wolf creds received, just give us more options and incentives to prestige.
I think Rivens they did propose Rivens, didn't they?
It doesn't say at all that this here.
What did they say? They said Kuva and something else.
The thing you've linked me?
Yeah.
I've read out what it says. Oh, is it such as Kuva Veiled Ribbons? Yeah.
Yeah. So there were Rivens in there.
I don't actually process it. I just read.
You just read it out loud. You don't take it in.
Teleprompter.
It's not my job. I just read.
Yeah.
Read.
Just spit out text. It's fine. Right. So
my view is, I remember people complaining quite a little while ago, saying is, if you're a newer player and you haven't built things like Valvan Prime or Avara, you're going to need them to obtain from this. This is your main way to obtain it. I don't think right now is a good time to add additional things onto the Wolf Cred one. Maybe at the end of the next Nightwave, we can start thinking about having that sort of thing. But also, that's probably when we're going to see the previous Nightwave's gear come back for really expensive next creds. It'll be like 500 creds to get some of the armor or whatever, or maybe, I don't know, numbers, whatever, in the next Nightwave, in the prestige tiers. So I don't think we need to worry too much about it. This one is still learning. Maybe this is something about, but Kuva would just be a dump. I think it would be a bit risky. It would be quite expensive. Veiled Rivens, I don't think the like that. They like Rivens as things they give away, things that get traded, and things that you get from sorties.
Yes.
Yeah, I agree. It sounds good on paper, but I don't think it would be. I think it would be detrimental.
Yep.
Ultimately.
And the problem they are detecting will probably fix itself in by the time we're 3 night waves in. A lot of people are like, oh no, I'm buying the previous stuff. There's plenty of stuff here. It's more of a catch-up mechanic than something that you need to have some sort of. If you do want something to spend it on, if there's people out listening, what I'm doing is spending my creds on all the helmet recipes. I already have all the helmets. I have all the arcane versions, and I bought normals. But I'm buying the recipes again, and I'll explain why. That way, when you click hide owned, it'll hide everything, including those helmets. That way it makes it really easy to see stuff. So if you want something to spend your creds on, buy a helmet recipe and don't use it. That way, because those helmets are probably always going to be there. So that way you can just click hide owned, and it just makes it easier for you to see what you have and don't have. There you go. Right, next, moving on. We've got Blaze Rios. Final Nightwave episode has begun now. How do you feel about this?
Honestly, I felt it really lackluster. It just felt, and then bad thing happened.
I've not seen this. Is there another new one? Is there?
It came out on Wednesday.
I've not seen it. Oh, what happened?
And bad thing happened.
Bad thing happened. Oh, okay.
And bad thing happened. That was it.
I'm gonna admit something kind of embarrassing. When it started, I hit escape.
There we go.
True question.
I haven't gone back to watch it.
On purpose?
Yes.
Yeah. I could tell you what happens if you want, because it's literally nothing.
No, don't spoil it. No spoilers.
Okay, no spoilers. Hashtag no
spoilers.
Blaze
Rios also says, have you encountered the wolf yet? And I think Xeno's already covered that. And we've covered
finally.
And then lastly, Blaze Rios also says, Frame Fighter stream when?
When it's a viable thing to stream? I mean, I don't know. Like, I feel that I love Frame Fighter, but I feel it's really janky. You know,
janky can be fun. Got to entertain people.
Yeah, I don't know, maybe.
Right. Well, that's it for the Patreon people.
Cool. Let's go on to the community responses. Yeah.
Cool. Some of these are out of date now because I was like, haha.
Huh?
Tioman OY says, for the love of God, Xeno, just go to Hydron, stay 5 waves, and see the woof woof.
Right, I have done that. I tried that. It didn't bloody work. Joey took me on a stream for 2 hours, and that just didn't work.
Really?
Yes, because he was like, "Oh no, you just go to Hydron. We're just like firing out all the time on Hydron. He will turn up." No, nothing. Oh, just go do nightmare missions. Just constantly do nightmare missions. Right, I did that. Nothing. Right, I thought, feck it. What am I going to do? I'm just going to go do relics, and I'll just keep doing relics. I think it was 2 hours of relics, and eventually he turned up. Right?
Right.
It's bollocks. There is no simple solution to getting him to turn up.
Okay, well, moving on. We've got YoKyle235, just won the M's last week. Apparently was the Silent Hill Circle. Quite interesting. It was a nice, like, weird runic glyph thing. Apparently it's from Silent Hill. Good to hear. Ildrian, I've started growing a moustache. Will I forever be getting moustache hairs in my mouth from now on?
Yes.
Yes.
Good. 2, yes. Out of all of the 40k races, which do you think could be easily translated into Warframe or a Warframe?
I defer to Loz for that because I haven't a fucking clue.
They say a person would say orcs due to the gestalt consciousness shenanigans. No, I'd say Necrons. Because robots are easy. Right, moving on. Pepper. I think they could use the Eidolon shards for something to do with the sentient arm cannon.
Yeah, well,
what has happened to that sentient arm cannon? Is what I want to know.
Well, clearly,
I was really looking forward to that.
I was looking forward to a lot of stuff.
Do you think that basically became art guns in normal missions?
No. I just think that they had an idea, they couldn't get it to work. It's like the Kingpin system. They're like, oh yeah, because when we finally saw like a mock-up of the sentient arm cannon, it was tiny. I was absolutely amazed at how small it was.
But I thought it was something that you were supposed to grow, and it was going to be quite unique that you would make it to like your own
Yeah, but I was under the impression that it was going to be like 1.5 or 2 times the size of your current arm. No, it was the size of your current arm. And it's like, well, this I thought this was supposed to be like a cannon. It's like, you can't try and pull off a Samus Aran here. You can't turn into a little morph ball. So this needs to be a cannon. It needs to be a cannon. I need Xeno cannon from Final Fantasy VII on my arm.
It's a bit.
I need to not be able to fit through my door.
I don't know. Yeah. Sorry, I'll just copy link address. Can I show you guys?
Yeah.
What they showed, the mock-up was that going to work? Is that not going to work? That's not going to work. The mock-up they did in game was the size that it was designed to be.
I'm pretty sure the design. Hold on. Let me.
I'll show pictures later. Anyway.
No. I'm looking at it now. That didn't work, Loz.
It didn't work at all.
I didn't look, Loz. Disappointed, Loz. Yeah. Anyway, so what do we? Was that the last of the comments from last week?
No.
Keep going then.
Right. Small update on the wolf from Pepper again. 17 kills, no weapon part drops. Dang it.
Wow.
Lucky for you.
Kenneth Cunningham, 5 minutes in exchange for the choppy footage, show that Catch Moon build. Does that make any sense to you?
Yeah, talking about my gun, and I can't easily swap that out. Plus, the footage was already there, and I already swapped it out like 5 minutes in.
So just for next time, for next week's episode, they want that build, Xeno.
Do they really want 2 hours of just the build screen?
Well, you could put it like 10 minutes into your next footage or something. I don't know. Anyway, moving on. So two last comments.
I could just take a bloody screenshot and send it to them.
One is from Lindy, and this is at Xeno. So yeah, Harrow's Neuroptics is a drop from Kuva Spy missions. Also, Xeno saying Harrow's parts are easy to get hurts my soul. RNG was never at my side when I was farming for him, even while doing it solo. I hunted for systems for about 6 days straight, exerting at least a minimum amount of an hour and a half's worth of grinding each time I do defection runs, and the one on Ares tile set was a pain in the butt to do since the defectors would often, but always, get stuck in impassable terrain one way or the other. To add insult to my just grinding, many moons ago, DE decided to add his systems to the B rotations reward pool, which has just straight up made me mad and sad because I probably wouldn't have spent and wasted so much time doing. I think it's supposed to say defection, but it says defecation.
No, I use either word interchangeably.
Okay.
But hold on.
They decided to do that in the bloody first place.
Hold on.
I just saw that.
So they said an hour and a half for 6 days straight.
Mm-hmm.
So they spent systems. They spent 9 hours trying to get the systems.
Yes, yeah.
I'm sorry, of course, Shenanigans Pixel didn't happen because I don't believe that.
How are they going to fix that? Anyway, that's from Lindy. So, Lindy, if you're out there, throw Xeno some more pain and anguish.
Honestly, I don't believe it took you that long.
One from Nazeth, which I thought was quite interesting. I'm starting to get the feeling that Railjack will end up being like bounties. They said it's going to be a unification of different game modes. So I could see it being like bounty level 1, approach a ship, infiltrate, exterminate. Bounty level 5, approach a ship, infiltrate, run one round of interception, run one round of defense, sabotage the ship. And I was thinking about this, and I'm like, yeah, I'm a bit worried. I mean, basically, bounties are most of the game modes we already have in the game, which is a whole mission combined into smaller versions of itself. And they do get really boring, really repetitive, really quickly. And I do have a worry that Railjack that part of Railjack at the very least will actually ship like that. And yeah, so I'm a bit worried. Don't know how you guys are feeling on Railjack, because we probably won't see anything on Railjack till TennoCon at this point, I think.
Yeah, probably not. But I mean, looking at if you had to make Railjack work yourself, you'd take parts of the game that already, just like the bounties, you take parts of the game that already exist and.
But you that you can either just dump them in, like bounties is kind of just like dump an exterminate over there, dump a defense over here, or you could integrate them well and more uniquely into.
Well, and there is some stuff that we've seen that they've kind of hinted at a little bit on the dev stream and last TennoCon where you're adjusting the power levels in your ship, right? Like if you want more shields or whatever.
The ship stuff. No, I totally give you on the ship stuff. It's more the
Once you're on the other ship?
Yeah, the other ship stuff, yeah. It's obviously the cool stuff on the railjack's going to be really unique when you power the weapons, power the shields. I'm sure the Arcwing stuff's going to have a little bit more to it. It's more that when you're on that ship bit, I feel that's been going to right, yeah, same ship, right, shoot the turrets, right, defend
hack this terminal, destroy this thing, carry a thing over here where it's not supposed to be. Yeah, it's going to be sabotage.
Yeah. It's a bit of a worry, but we'll have to see. Anyway, that's it.
My question to you guys, right, is would you prefer it if those railjacks were... So there was a railjack which was a rescue. There's a railjack which is a sabotage. There's a railjack which is a survival. There's a railjack. They're all different individual nodes. Or, and this is how I'm inclined to want bounties to change, have it so that when you're on the ship, you have a different random objective that should theoretically take the same amount of time each time. Yeah.
So, like, you don't know if it's a rescue or a defense until you get there?
No, I wouldn't say a defense, because a defense is... I would say like a defense or survival or interception, but a rescue or a capture or a exterminate. Yeah? So it's like they should comparably take the same amount of time. So you could do a long railjack mission, which would give you a survival or a defense or a interception. Or you could do a short railjack mission, which would give you the capture, mobile defense, exterminate. But
the idea being you can't... I wouldn't say before you get on the ship. I would say if you start the mission, then you know, okay, we're going to go sabotage this thing, right?
Sure.
But it not tell you before you start the mission, before you commit. And if you can only take one every 15 minutes or half hour or whatever it is. And so if you abort, it's gone. Now you got to wait. So you may as well play it so that even if there's a mode you don't like, kind of deal.
Yeah.
Is that what we're talking about? Oh, there's the arm cannon.
Pretty much.
I would be okay to give that a shot. That, because right now, talking about arbitrations we've been doing, defecation comes up. No, thank you. I'm good.
Well,
just
like,
wait.
I think it's nuts that the arbitrations were brought in, and you can't choose what your mission is, right? So you're forced into, I could do this. Let's call it defecation. Let's roll with the theme. We could either do that, or we could actually go, a survival. Survival's easy because I just have to worry about the players. Oh, we could do a defense, but what happens if the thing gets destroyed? The dude gets destroyed, and the dude is always running around like a lunatic. Apparently he hates himself. Yeah. There's no choice in that whatsoever. So that's my concern. In arbitrations, I want the choice. In bounties, I want more variation, right? So I don't know, for railjack, is it better to be able to choose or have a random element in it?
So we don't know yet.
I think we'll have to wait and see on that.
Yep. Okay. Are we? Where are we at with the?
We're done.
We're done. Okay. So moving on to the topics.
Yep.
Topics. Right. Okay. So topics for this week. The first topic we have a stat for the amount of wolf kills. Topic 2: make companions invincible already. Okay. And then topic 3: make all concave skins buyable with Plat and remove the criminally insulting requirement for the syndicate to glow. Interesting. Interesting. Right. So, topic 1: a stat for amount of wolf kills. Right. So, 70s. I think you said before a number of times you think you fought the wolf. How many did you say?
I'm not actually sure anymore. It's 8 or 9 or 10. I don't know.
Okay. Loz
So I'm
said
all for this.
Loz said 4 and I said 1. So yeah, so the topic is I want a stat on my profile so I can see how many times he screwed me over with terrible loot. I think this is a nice to have, but do we really need this?
I bet you it's already being tracked.
More than likely.
Yeah. Why wouldn't they? So why not just show it on the profile? One line of code.
Oz?
We don't save Stalker kills, we don't save Harvester kills, we don't save Grustag 3 kills. Why should we start with this?
I thought Stalker kills were on
I thought they weren't.
The profile.
Are they? On what, on the profile?
Yeah, go have a look at your profile.
Show profile. Stats. Do not be under.
And I want all those things on my profile. I want every possible piece of information I can get my hands on. Just for fun.
Boss kills, Gratis emblems, Enclave stats, scenario, team stats, scans. But that's a lot of scans. God, how many things in that scan list? Is that just scans all the way from extra? Fastest obstacles time, happy Zephyr score, Vermeer score. Nope, don't see Stalker on here.
Okay. I could go either way on this. I don't see a real need to get salty over how many times he's quote unquote screwed you over. I know how many times or how infrequently he hasn't turned up. I can gauge that from my sheer rage. I know how many times I've gotten the sledge, but as soon as I got the sledge, I don't care anymore to know. So is this a stat people are going to have any form of long interest in?
No.
It'd
be fun to have.
Well, is the wolf staying?
Well, that's been going back and forth a bit. A lot of people have said yes, and a lot of people have said no. I think
that's the key issue. Is the wolf going away? If he's not, and he's just going to become, is he just then just become like any other normal random thing that just turns up? It's so unclear. I thought we were going to get like a new thing with each Nightwave that would be hunting us, kind of thing. Maybe a bit different each time, but it just seems a bit weird. It's like, oh, the wolf, and the wolf's always here now, and it's like the others made sense. One was the Grustag 3, which I imagine were either A, clones, or B, got fixed up in the lab. The Harvester could be a new one every time, and the Stalker he disappears every time, so it made sense why they kept hunting you. And the Syndicate ones, well, they just send drones after you anyway, or grunts. So the wolf is he just keeps hunting you. Did we do anything to him? No. So why is he after us? I don't get it.
Well, to be honest, we don't know what actually gets him targeted on us. I think if we were to capture his dudes, that would be a reason to mark
right, but
us.
His dudes are going to disappear because they're the only reason you kill the dudes and capture them is for rep, but that rep is for Nightwave, and that's going to be different next Nightwave, so it makes no sense to be those after this Nightwave. So a new player comes in, they're like, why is this person after me? I've done nothing to him.
I don't know what to say. I mean, I think it makes sense to keep it in because there's a MR generating weapon on the thing.
Actually, I've seen somewhere people say that like number of Eidolon captures is saved. Because I remember people saying that, but I don't see that either.
Well, I mean, it might be saved and just not reported. I'm sure there's a lot of stuff like that. Where...
Oh no, Eidolon Terror List, Gaunch List. Wait, where's the third one? There's just the Terror List and the Gaunch List. Okay. Oh, it's probably because I've never killed the third one. I just can't manage it. Yeah, but no, those stats are on there. So those ones are actually saved. So I don't know. I just don't think it's needed. I think it's just people wanting EPing, and it's just going to cause pain if people start saying, "Oh look, I've only got 3 kills," or another person's like, "Well, I've got 31 kills." It's like,
yeah, it's more for bragging rights.
You know?
No, I agree. I don't think this is needed. I think this is, if anything, this is just going to fuel fire saying, I've not had the wolf attack me, therefore do ye hate us?
Yeah.
Which is a little bit sad, really.
Comments?
Yeah, let's go to the replies.
Okay. Right, so the first reply is, it was done with Eidolons and is helpful for gauging experience in fighting them. What? Really?
Yeah, but why do you need to gauge experience in fighting the bloody wolf? You have zero control over that.
Yeah, exactly. Right, next one. For that matter, what about the orb spiders? Let's hope they have had the foresight to store these numbers, because displaying what people have killed since 3 months after they completed farming it, 0 kills, is of course useless. But they've also stored these numbers because displaying what people have killed since 3 months after they completed farming it, 0 kills, is of course useless. Oh, I suppose it's like, yeah. So if somebody farmed, let's say, 1,000 of each Eidolon, and then gave up doing it, and then like down the line they're like, oh yeah, I remember what I'm doing. It's a number that doesn't really give you a.
It doesn't tell a story.
Yeah.
It doesn't. It's like, oh, I killed this many last year. So what?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like people judging the performance of players based on how many they've already killed.
Yep. I mean, especially if there was some sort of bug at some point that allowed them to kill loads easily, or there's a new meta that we all use because the old frames are not as powerful anymore because new ones have come out, then what's it tell you? And people just get annoyed. It's like, oh, I'm using the new blah, 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 blah. It's like, oh, we always killed it back in my day this way. It's not useful. Next one. If we knew that, we might know with more accuracy how often the wolf spawned too. I'm always estimating, like, I think I've seen him 12 times so far.
But no, you can't. What? If we knew that, we might know with more accuracy how often the wolf spawned. Only if you know how many times he didn't spawn.
And how much a player is playing currently. Like, it might be that one player has got loads of skills, but that's because they're playing every hour of the day, every week since he came out. There's another player who's only like played it for an hour. It's like, oh, well, they've only seen him once or whatever. It's useless. Last reply is, when you see people leave Cougar survival in 5 minutes, you might reconsider how often the wolf spawn. Right, good. That's an excellent comment there. When you see people leave Cougar survival in 5 minutes, you might reconsider how often the wolf spawn. I don't know. Right.
I don't know if you noticed, but my eyes glazed over about 2 minutes ago.
Yep. Stat for wolf kills. No. It's yeah.
A large part of me feels this is just toxicity. I don't know if we should ask the card. Does the audience want the wolf kill stat? Let's throw it on there.
This is just a must-have card.
I can't think of anything else worth asking, and yes, we need to have a card loss.
No, we don't. No.
Bonus Duck demands it.
Like unless if you're saying that, if you're going to invoke Bonus Duck, you're going to have to put Bonus Ducks from the options now.
Fine. Should there
Please don't, actually. You might as well get some use out of it. Some use. What's our next topic? Ooh.
Okay, so I hit that button. Then, I didn't know I did that. Oh well. And then I hit that button, and we can come back to it. Right. So, make companions invincible already. Please make companions invincible, or at least buff their survivability greatly. Having them randomly die without being able to do much about it is simply not fun. Given how little use they are in combat, it's hardly a buff, and there is zero abuse potential. It's a simple quality of life change. No. I'm against this.
Why?
Regen for Sentinels? You know, some people solo, they use regen on Sentinels, and if the Sentinel can't die,
yeah,
right? Well, then how is it? So just the Sentinel just picks you up.
Well, I am not sure if it is still in the game because I remember this from ages ago. But as I recall, if you AFK, Sentinels will stop shooting after a minute while you're AFK. So it was to stop people because back then we could just all sit on the control point, the defense pod, because we just ran defense endlessly, and then you didn't have to do anything. I'm pretty sure something like that is probably still in the game. So they do. I've not tested it, but that was years ago. So it probably in some ways is still in the game. What advantage is there that if you're soloing and it just picks you up? If you're not being able to do the content because you're getting knocked over, you're still going to get knocked over continuously. It'll just keep picking you up.
No, but this isn't like this. This is about them saying that companions are useless. You know, them having to pick up the companions. If the companions
they're useless. Given how little use they are in combat.
Right.
So
okay. Sorry.
But their combat effectiveness is rather low.
Could you find out what MR this player is?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, just investigate that.
Just as a point of interest too, I never put a weapon on my carrier.
You fiend.
Out of interest, how come?
It's pointless. It takes mod potential away from whatever weapon I'm going to be using. Then you got to work with. Now I got to have 2 of everything, right?
Yeah, I have 2 of everything.
Well, okay. But it got to a point where it just became like, why am I even bothering putting a weapon on this thing? It's just going to die, or it's doing so little that it's not worth it. And then the one time that I'm doing a spy mission or I'm doing something where it is absolutely imperative that we control our fire, and this thing goes off half cocked and just, shooting randomly at stuff. It's just like, in any game where there's AI pathing issues and stuff like that, I just always try and avoid it. And I don't put weapons on my Sentinel. I don't. There's no point.
Do you just use Sentinels, or do you use Kavats, Kubros?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't use Kavats or Kubros either. I do on the rare occasion where it's like, okay, we're going to go after this one specific thing, and we need all the possible loot buffs we can get. Then I'll bring the Smita.
Yeah.
But that aside, and I played with the MOAs for a little bit. Those are fun. But when it comes down to it, they're more hassle to me than.
I forgot MOAs were a thing.
See? What a game changer, huh?
Yeah.
Mine can hack terminals if I'm not paying attention. That has actually happened once or twice, whereas like a Bursa will get hacked. I'm like, what the frick? Oh, yeah, my MOA.
Yeah, I was actually playing last night and I noticed a friend's MOA was just like, did that just hack the terminal?
Yep.
Skills.
But skills. Is it worth reviving that thing 6 times in a level 20 mission? I kind of am seeing this guy's point now, actually.
Yeah, I'm like, maybe there is some potential here. Right, so just to point out for Xeno's benefit, this person is they are a PC player. They joined the forums, at least, on December 4th, 2015. They are Master Rank 27. They have currently 2,535 hours in-game.
What is their most used companion? I think that's a stat.
Helios Prime by 62.6%. Look at some other ones.
That's a lot.
Carrier Prime, 18.1%. Nope, not on anything else. Helios used for 11%, so that was also used a lot. Some MOAs. No. Not used. Where's the last? I'm missing some percent here. Maybe they're in. Companions. Let's have a look. Kavats. Maybe there's a Kubro Kavat used a lot.
Sure, it's just
Kavat. 3%. There we go. Yeah. That's the next highest.
So this person is. I feel that when they say companions, they mean sentinels, right?
Yeah, I don't think they mean Kavats or.
I don't know. It's weird they might say both, but I would be happy if it was just I think Sentinels, yeah.
I'm more inclined to have yes for invincibility, or they can't be targeted or whatever for Sentinels. I'm also down for after X period of time they can auto regen. So during the mission, and
Do you know, I didn't know this. Do you know what one of the Jin's abilities you buy off Samaris is?
No,
It regens after I think 30 seconds.
really.
Yeah, I don't know when they added this in the game. Probably added the stupid thing for Death Cube to drop energy orbs after shooting 10 things or whatever it was. So let me just check. Warframe Jin. Alternative equipment. Oh no, was it mods?
Wasn't that on Death Cube kills?
No, it's assists. It's
Okay.
assists. List of Sentinel mods.
Death Cube
Reawaken.
didn't help at all.
So Jin, upon death, automatically revives itself after 90 seconds. Jin has it. Why can't that just be baseline for all Sentinels?
90 seconds is a long time to be without vacuum.
It is a bit like that, but at least it's something, and I can appreciate that.
Animal
it's like, okay.
instinct.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, same. I use that a lot, but I can appreciate at least it would be something. It's a minute and a half, basically. I could, yeah.
So there's a 90-degree turn for you. Why do we have radar mods? Why is that a thing? Why can't we just know where the bad guys are?
Because having something, we got a mod for something. Got a mod for something. That's the only reason I would say. You could just say that you could have everything by default, but got a mod for something.
Well,
out of interest, I certainly have a radar mod on my Kavat. Do you guys use radar mods in any capacity?
Animal instinct on my carrier.
Instinct. Yep. Sorry. Wait, isn't it? Didn't we get? Or did I dream it? Hang on. Didn't we get Animal Instinct Prime?
Did we?
Did we get that? Did we get that?
It doesn't sound familiar, didn't we?
Primed Animal Instinct. Yes, I have it. I didn't dream it. Yeah, primed Animal Instinct.
Wait, what's that off?
Is that off of Barrow?
It was Barrow.
Is it Barrow?
Do I have that?
Like a week. I know it was like a week or two.
Yeah.
I feel I have this. Or
it made such an impact that I can immediately recall the circumstances under purchasing it and being excited.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Is like it's such a throwaway. Just it's a game design decision. It's not a technical decision.
Yeah.
I have no issue with animal companions, but I can totally see that Sentinels need some TLC. I think that the auto regen thing should just be a default as is, and there should be a mod available for all of them to reduce that regen down. Like as the 70s said, I don't know if in jest or in all seriousness, a minute and a half is a long time to be without the Sentinel, but
yeah.
I would be happy with if you had a mod that reduced it down to 30 seconds, but you had to mod for it.
I'd be down for that.
I wouldn't mind modding for it, yeah.
Or like start at 2 minutes and then mod it down to like 30 seconds.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah.
I wouldn't even mind if baseline was 5 minutes and it gets modded down to, a lot, make the mod do a lot of work. Because it's more for the thing when it really becomes annoying. Missions. Like, it doesn't really matter overly if in a exterminate or a spy mission that I lose the Sentinel. I always run Sentinels. I always normally run Death Cube. When it really becomes annoying is when, well, obviously 24-hour streams, because that's going to have no time. But when you damn it, I did it over last year. You always never bring Sentinel. But even if you're doing an hour-long survival, which we have to do for night waves, which is a common thing, or it's anything that's any length of time. If you spend 30 minutes in a mission and it's high-end stuff or against infested, Sentinels just explode. They run out of recharges so quickly, it's ridiculous. And that's when it becomes a problem. But even then, I wouldn't mind a baseline of just 5 minutes. It really would still help. It would just at least be something.
Yeah.
Out of interest, what are the options in terms of radar mods? It's Animal Instinct,
Sonar. There's the aura. There's an aura. There's an excellence mod, and is there a regular mod too? There's sonar.
Wait. Is there an X? Oh, wait. Is the Exos mod the personal one?
Yeah.
Yeah. There's a
The aura is
personal.
for team.
Yeah.
Is the aura for team? Is it for the whole team?
No, there's an aura one and a personal one for both loot detector and radar.
Loot
Both
detector.
aura and personal.
That's what I'm thinking of.
So enemy sense versus enemy radar, loot detector versus thief's wit.
And then animal instinct does both.
Animal instinct does both. There's also stealth drift and vigilante pursuit, which both give enemy radar a bit of
What's
each.
stealth drift?
Enemy radar and aim glide latch time.
And then what was the other one you said?
Vigilante pursuit.
What's that one?
30 enemy radar. It's the same as enemy sense, but then also gives you a 5% chance to enhance critical hits from primary weapons if you have the set.
Okay, fine. Right. Then going back to this.
But primed animal instinct is best.
Yeah, I can imagine. I imagine everyone will say, I use primed animal instinct or just regular animal instinct.
I think for just one mod, it's the most radar by miles in one mod.
And then... So I've asked, do you use radar at all as a card? And I'm thinking of asking, would you use Sentinels more if they had an auto regen?
Okay.
Okay, and then I think we'll move on to the replies, Loz, please.
Sure. Just about a Warframe. There we go. Okay. Oh, sorry. No, I was before we actually do that. I was actually going to say about this because I was just checking the stats. So the key thing they're saying here is the amount of, given how little use they are in combat. And I don't think, for Sentinels, yeah, they have their guns, but their guns do a full amount of damage really to any mobs of any decent level. And I was thinking Kubros, Kavats, and things. Do you guys really get a massive combat boost out of using them?
Yes, when my Kavat decides to actually rip off the armor of a Grineer. It's amazing!
Right.
Really?
I mean direct damage. I don't mean a buff or a stat or a effect, because that's kind of assisting. You actually get a direct damage. If you just leave your Kavat to kill things, will it kill things easily?
I don't know, because I don't see what the damage numbers are of my animal companion.
I know, but you could just watch it kill something. And watch
My DPS drops to 0 when I'm reviving it.
That's a good point as well.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that is and seeing as they were going to move forward to having like Kubros having pack attacks and things that you could collaborate between if multiple people bring Kubros or Kavats and things like that. That's not gone anywhere. Pets 2.0 just isn't appearing or even being talked about.
Yeah.
Well, all we get is we're working on it.
Yeah. And then we get these weird Sentinel mods, which is weird now. So that's not happening. So the only thing your Sentinel does is it gives you some weird stat buff whenever until it explodes. Your Kubro/Kavat gives you some buff or whatever, and then eventually it'll just you have to waste time picking it up. Would it be easier just to do it? Would it be a big loss to the game? Seeing as I saw so many people fighting against the bloody Itzel nerf, like don't nerf Blink. I'm like, okay, so can we do something positive? Can we just make Sentinels and Pets companions invincible? Did it really add that much to the game that you have to pick these things up? I don't think so. Yeah, you'd have to probably get rid of the mods for their defensive stuff. I'm sure you could just refund those. It really isn't that big of a deal, really. And I just don't think it adds much to the game. I mean, you can still be killed, so Sentinels or whatever, they'll sit and shooting things, but eventually you'll die, whatever, so they don't survive forever. And the same thing would happen with Pets, Kubros and Kavats, who just despawn. So I think it could work. It would just let you focus on fighting, and it just brings some elements to the game. If it just had to be just Sentinels respawning, I think that could also work. But I think just make them all invincible. Just remove that. I really don't think it's at this point. I don't think they add enough and are interesting enough and add that much depth to the game that we need to have the point of either reviving them or trying to keep them alive and things. I think to make invincible. Let's focus on fighting. Right, let's go to replies. I don't have this issue at all. Then again, most all of mine have 5 to 6 flora in them. I have 2 different Adrazas that survive Eidolon tricaps and Kuva survival up to about 50 minutes before they go down. Yeah, it's not beyond an hour, I'd say, but long stuff. But fair enough. Next reply. The OP is most likely talking about the Sentinel pets. Right now, the cats are amazing survival. The robotics are not. High-level AoE mobs kill it too fast, especially the flamethrower dudes, killing them before killing you. The Link mods don't support Sentinels. That's a fair point. I don't see the... I think, again, it's like, oh yeah, let's add a whole set of mods for Sentinel... for Kubrows and Kavat. They really should use the same mods all along. It's a bit weird. I think just used to give more stuff to grind. Next fly. An idea came to my mind long ago. A Band-Aid mod, though. A preset mod that makes the companion invincible at the cost of being unable to use any offensive or support abilities. That means no Mediray, but no... that means no Mediray, but no weapons. Helios would only scan. Carrier would only be the ammo case and maybe a container breaker, etc. If you want the same with pets, it would be quite harder, though.
Sorry, so basically, you take a Sentinel for the utility effect that you're already taking the Sentinel for. But you never have to worry about losing that utility effect.
Yes, but you lose a small amount of damage from it not doing anything offensive to mobs. Like
anyway.
Shooting. Yeah. which you would lose anyway when it dies currently.
Yeah. Like...
all the time.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. That just sounds like, just make it invincible. Right. Okay.
Until I can prevent companions from trying to melee a level 300 napalm, there's just no point. They've also been fundamentally flawed since the start. They rely on your frame's raw stat values instead of complementing the frame itself. A particular companion might have an ability that works well with a certain frame, but if that frame has low effective health points or doesn't have amazing CC, then might as well shelf that idea.
I didn't think armor applied to animal companions.
I don't know. They've said low EH. Oh no, there's armor link.
Yeah, they're talking about links.
Okay, cool.
Links.
No, I didn't know there was an armor link. I remember the shield one and the health one. I didn't remember an armor one.
Oh yeah, it's just the all the quadruped ones, right? Actually, can you put those in a mower? Or does mowers run on Sentinel mods?
I thought most run on Sentinel mods.
Sentinel, yeah, because they're mechanical.
Last one is, if it dies, it dies. It's available in the next mission, is it not? Why care that much? You are going to look older than your parents if you keep making a fuss about nothing. No. What? It's available next mission, is it not? Yes, and my next mission won't be for another 7 hours! That's the sort of pain I have.
What lies?
Why did I bring a Sentinel? Why? Never bring Sentinels on me.
Because they're so out of mind. It's just like, whatever.
I just love it so much.
Whatever.
It's makes Sentinels great again.
Makes sense.
Actually, I'd love it if there was a Tenno option for Sentinels, and then someone actually made a cardboard version for the Death Cube. They just look like a cardboard box floating around.
Oh, just
oh god.
No, it should just be a paper bag. Just nothing in it.
Just floating around in the wind.
A box could potentially have something in it. Just an upside down brown paper bag. Just floating in the air. Maybe some googly eyes on the front. There you go. It's about as useful as the Death Cube is.
Which is the Sentinel that you can put the little baby legs on? That always cracks me up.
The baby legs?
Yeah, you can put little baby legs and they kick.
Oh no, that's
Which one is that?
Is it the dirigible?
Shade. No, it's the Shade.
Okay. Shade. Shade.
Like the what is it?
I might just go back to doing the Shade all the time just because of that. Just for fun.
What's the skin called? Sprite. Is that the one?
No one knows.
Legs and they kick.
We'll never know.
Yeah, that's
little kicky legs.
Yep. Yeah, it's the Sprite. The Sprite Shade.
Oh no.
This freaks me out. I'm not looking at. Right, never mind. Right, yes. So that's it, Xeno.
Cool. Moving on. Wait, I was gonna segue into something between. I think 70s said something that I wanted to talk about. Something recent. Can't remember. It's a third topic. That went well. Right. So third topic. Make all Conclave skins buyable with Plat and remove the criminally insulting requirement for the Syndicate to glow.
Bandana.
What did I say?
Syndicate.
Oh, my apologize. Right.
I don't know why syndicates would glow, but that'd be kind of cool.
Right. So, Conclave is a broken and downright awful mode where the one who exploits broken combos wins over one with skill. It's clunky and unbalanced. Locking skins behind the highest rank of such a mode is a bad joke. Make the skins buyable with Plat, like Riv. I assume what Riv Elite Armor Set is. What is Riv? Riv Elite Armor Set?
It was like the first. It's the stuff that looks kind of spindly. It's an armor attachment. And it looks like
It's the it came with the
Lunaro?
Yes.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. There's 2 Lunaro sets and one of them's Bible Plat.
Right.
So they look like the little Lunaro.
Yeah.
Okay.
Device.
Remove the Cyandana Conclave requirement as well. Let it glow regardless of your playing Conclave. Conclave players, for those 1 to 2 people that exist in the world, can get those items for free by using their standing. It's not unfair to them then. Get rid of this archaic system that needs you to suffer and slog through some broken game mode just to get some skins for the content that the game is focused on. I feel someone's a little bit salty.
Now replace the word conclave with any other system in the game.
Kubra is broken and downright awful. Hardcoing is broken and floofs are broken and downright awful mode. One exploits broken combos to win floofs over skill. It's clunky and unbalanced.
Bounties
locking
are...
floofs behind the highest rank of such modes is a bad joke.
Yeah.
Also, like I genuinely love the phrase, where the one who exploits broken combos wins over the one with skill.
Yeah.
Does it not require skill to perform those combos?
No,
Well,
absolutely not.
no.
You write a macro on your stream deck. See, check it out. I got all my PvP stuff right here.
Really?
No.
Oh my god, Loz, seriously.
I'm too trusting. But still, there's always been silly melee weapons in there. It was, what was it? Kogagi. I remember when they did the first rebalancing of PvP, and that was one of the first ones they added in. Everyone was just Kogagi spamming. Then it was everyone spamming Jack tags.
I fucking hate the Jack attack.
The problem is, I mean, I don't know.
Tell us
like,
about today's.
You get like, yeah, those are the next ones, weren't they? Unlike Rivens, which have Riven disposition rebalances to like, oh, this one's clearly, okay, everyone's using this because it's it's too good, and you get to see based on it. That's what Conclave needed. It needed that on, let's say, even a weekly basis. Just like the things at the top got nerfed by even 5%, just constantly shifting and rebalancing things. That would have helped, but it didn't get any of that. It just got left. And so now you've got a system which is just not really accessible, and it's just...
This happens on every MMO. What kind of return on investment are they going to get for spending time and resources on fixing or working on a system that's already been abandoned by the player base? They're not going to get anything out of it.
Yeah,
it's dead and gone. I've seen it in... Okay, so there's this MMO that when I first started playing MMOs called Anarchy Online. I don't know if you guys know about it, but it's a futuristic kind of... I love the game. Old cyber tech kind of thing. There was a bug in this game where if you went through a certain door at a certain angle, you'd fall through the world.
Right.
And it was... This game is approaching its 25th anniversary of release. This video game, and it's still out there. I think it's 25, and the bug is still there.
Really?
It is still there. The amount of work it would take to fix this one bug that's been present for 25 years isn't worth it to them. So when you've got an entire system that's broken and there's no hope of fixing it, unless it's doing something to harm the rest of the player base, which it's not. It's segmented off in its own little sandbox. Nothing's going to change ever. It's just done.
I completely agree with you, but I do feel it's a revolving circle. People don't play it because there's no content, and so there's no content because people don't play it, and it just goes round and round until one of those things decides to change even slightly. No one will look at it.
Make Arkwing great again.
Yeah.
Well, but they are looking at it. They're putting it in Railjack.
Oh God. Out of interest, are you for or against? Maybe this was my point. Maybe this is the segue I wanted to do. Are you for or against the Itzel nerf?
I'm of two minds. I use Itzel.
So do I.
I use it pretty much exclusively.
Yep.
Because when I need an Arkwing to get around in the plains or in the Vales, I pull it up and I mash the 1 button. Done. But from a design point, there's an issue there where the expectation has been set that this is how fast you can travel now. So the only real way to fix it is to either take that away from that Arkwing or to make all the rest of them that fast.
See,
I hate that concept. I love people. Everyone says that. It's like, oh, you're going to make them all have better movement mechanics. Like, right, so
they're
all
not gonna.
But
they're not gonna.
It's ridiculous. Yeah.
So
I
there's one thing I really want to highlight, and I don't know if this is this my crusade or whatever, but so is the Itzel's Blink a burden or a solution?
It's really neither. It's people will always go to whatever is the easiest answer, right? And generally in mass, they'll be like, "Oh, well, you can use," because I didn't even think about using Itzel's Blink until I saw somebody else doing it.
Yeah,
and was like, "Oh, hey, I can go faster. Cool." So,
but why do you need to go faster?
There's no need there. It's just easier.
Okay, why is there
I can cross the plains in 5 seconds rather than a minute.
Why are you crossing the plains?
Because of a bounty for Nightwave.
So there's the whole point that I'm trying to get to is because the stages of a bounty are all over the plains. They're all over Orvalis. They're anything from half a kilometer to a kilometer and a half away from where you from where you currently are. If all the stages of a bounty were within the same facility you're in, like the Orokin Vault door down in the bottom right of Orvalis, or the spaceport, which I think is towards the bottom right of Orvalis, if they were all within one small location, it removes the need for having to travel such massive distances and the desire to do it bloody quickly.
You're right.
In open areas. Yeah.
In open areas, right? Yeah. Because it's certainly not an issue in normal missions. There's no want or desire to actually travel on an Arkwing in a normal mission, right?
And quite the opposite. In a normal mission, I'm finding myself with a vault embedding my helmet into a door frame because I'm going 1,000 miles an hour.
Yeah, like when people resist the urge to do something like a pursuit or a rush, right? They don't take the Itzel for its blink mechanic. Yeah?
Right.
The whole point of it is to close the gap. And that is something that, you know, if they were to reduce the problem to which the Itzel blink is a solution for, then the necessity for the blink diminishes.
No, I agree.
Yep. Sorry.
I absolutely agree.
I had to get on my soapbox. I apologize to everyone. Right.
Yeah, I think could have done that outside the topic. But also,
I wanted to, but I forgot.
The only suggestion I've actually seen, which I think is a sensible replacement for the Itzel blink, is give basically vault speed ability to Itzel, and obviously give it a cast range of ridiculous, so it'll always affect your whole team.
Yeah.
That way, you're only going to want one Itzel, It was then giving the speed buff to everyone in all other Arcwings.
Yeah.
Can use other Arcwings. And thus, you then just fly very fast from using it. I don't know how fast that would be, but yeah, there we go. So we've got fast movement, so people can fly around really quickly. You're only going to want one install, because if you take multiple installs, but you're not all going to share the same buff. You just override the same buff, and it will make other Arcwings viable. I think that's actually a really good suggestion. That's the only one I've seen. I think that'd be good. Yeah,
that's not bad actually. Yeah.
Right, but we're talking about Conclave skins here, gentlemen.
Yeah, sorry for derailing it.
So let's ask a question. Have either of you farmed any of the Conclave skins?
Nope.
Conclave skins. So I was doing a defense the other day. No, I'm kidding. What?
So do you guys know what they look like?
No idea.
They're really simple designs. They're sort of Tron-esque. Sort of the edges of things are highlighted. I've only ever seen the base coloration of them. Maybe they are really cool and people can do some cool stuff with Fashion Frame and color them in with crazy colors or whatever, but they're normally quite simple skins. The other thing is the Sindana. Do you guys know how the Sindana works?
You have to keep up with doing Conclave, not missions, not bounties, but like weeklies. Tasks. Yeah, weeklies. Yeah. So it keeps it in
really
full bloom.
To get the maximum tier to buy it, it's really expensive, and then once you buy it, it doesn't even the amount of glow that's present on it is based on the amount of weeklies you've finished, which some of them are a bit time consuming, especially with seeing how hard it is for people to turn up in these missions to do Conclave these days. You've got a Sindana, which most of the time looks rubbish because you don't get to see the full version of it. And if you put the effort into making it look good, let's say it takes you 4 or 5 days to do that, you're only going to get 2 days of going in missions going, look at my cool Sindana! And then it goes back to being really quite pathetic again. So you go next week to do it. And if you don't do them, you just have the very basic middle core of it. So it's a bit, I think that it's a nice idea, but it only really works if everyone's still constantly doing Conclave, which they're not. So the next thing is, do you guys think they should be put? So what this person's wanting is I can go and buy them with platinum. Do you guys think that's okay, or do you think that really is a stick in the face to all the people who have put the effort in? Even though it's really hard and really stupid to do Conclave, if you put the effort in, you still have these rewards. Do you think that we should be able to buy platinum or not?
No.
I don't think they should be able to. I think it needs a rework completely, but. That aside, I mean, we're coming back to the whole Excal Prime thing, right? It's like if you haven't earned it, that's the one thing that I love about this game is if you haven't earned something, they don't then turn around and give it to other people afterward. They always try to make it fair.
I want to throw in there.
Go ahead.
Some of the salt, not my salt. I'm fine with it. But people who complain about the Lato and Bratton Vandals that came back after years into Elite Sanctuary Onslaught.
Those are just weapons.
The skins, they're just... Oh, no, are they? Yeah, sorry, apologies. They are just weapons.
They are just weapons. The key point with them, the Bratton Vandal, I don't think anyone's got to whinge about because it was only available for 2 days or 2 or 3 days at the start for 1 credit. And some people, I think Mogamo even has a story where he started the game then and he didn't realize it was even in the market to buy because there was no mailbox for you to send gear, just from logging in back then. You had to go to the market, you had to buy it. And you thought, you might think, well, I've already got a Bratton, so do I need that Bratton? You probably wouldn't think that. The Lato Vandal was a bit of a different issue because you can still go into the forums and find Rebecca's really old post that said that was a beta player reward. And I remember when we first started playing, and Xeno was like, oh yeah, I've got this Lato Vandal, it's really good. I'm like, where did you get that? And it's because Xeno did play for like a couple of hours maybe back in the beta. Close beta. But to cancel that, Xeno, as they've done, they have added an accolade to anyone who was a beta player. So there is still something special for you.
So
but no other people.
Is an accolade for the Conclave people a solution?
Maybe, but how badly do we need this Sindana?
Yeah, I mean, do you mean for the Sindana or all the skins? I mean, that would fill up the accolade thing with bajillions of different skins. You have the Bratton PvP Conclave skin! You have the Daiku PvP Conclave skin!
I'd probably say...
The Burston PvP Conclave skin!
I'd probably say you get to the max on the Conclave thing and then you get it, but...
Yeah, but then that still doesn't fix these people's issue of platinum for the skins or not. What do you guys think? I mean, I think personally the signed banner shouldn't be purchasable, Plat. Keep
Right.
that. But should we be able and rework its glowing things parts? It should just nice idea, but
Instead of Plat, how about wolf credits?
I don't know. I do love that. I'm just gonna point out, I do love that. But I don't know. Just part of me says, just keep it to
Conclave.
Just keep it to Conclave.
I'm with that because
Yeah.
if you it's a special award, as you're saying, 70s. That way, if you put the effort in, you get to go. Well, I've got this thing, and anyone who does stick out with Conclave as it is currently,
well, they've earned it. And, if anything, they need to rework Conclave somehow so that it doesn't rely on you. Because if I right now, I could almost guarantee you, if I were to just queue up right now, nothing would happen.
Yeah.
If I didn't say anything and I just went into the game, queued up, I'd be sitting there forever. There's a lot of communities that are built around doing Conclave stuff, but they all participate themselves. They bring all their people with them and they do stuff. So you would either have to join a community like that to get, some Conclave action or whatever. There's no pubbing it. You can't. So they'd have to come up with some kind of way or something in Conclave. I don't know how that would work. You can't force people to play a part of the game they don't want to play.
No, you don't have to force them, but that's the thing. It's just for cosmetic skins, and if you don't want them,
yeah,
you have to get them. So I think.
Well, that's the thing. If I want the skins, I don't want to grind them out, but I don't want the community. But if I just queue up and the queue never pops, I have no way of getting it, right?
But true, but I don't think there's anything saying you can't join these communities. I'm pretty sure you probably could. I mean, I remember I've not heard them myself, but if there's anything like the old Warframe
Raid School Bus?
Raid School Bus, yeah.
They're very open. They wanted people to join. So I imagine the Conclave people would also be the similar. I'm sure you could find a group of Conclave players that would be happy for you to join because that means more people in their games, which means it's easier for them to find games, easy to get points. So I bet you probably could find it pretty quick.
So yeah, there's no need to change anything. Leave it.
Yeah. I'm actually, just while I'm here, gonna just let's go Annihilation 1v all. See if I can find a match for that. Right. So replies?
Yeah.
In my opinion, the skins would not be worth a Plat. What with their terrible color channels and low res textures. You want glowing shinies on your favorite guns? I'd pray for a Prisma variant there, since that's probably more likely to happen than DE touching Conclave skins. Can't even remember the last time they added a new one.
Yeah. I mean,
great.
So there was a huge... Oh, God, I ended up talking to someone from DE about this. Because there was this huge thing where people thought that there was a dedicated Conclave team. There was, to begin with. When they were saying that there was a dedicated Conclave team, they had people that were dedicated on it. But as time went on, people moved off of it, and that space never got filled. So there isn't a dedicated Conclave team anymore. That there is people at DE that have a passion for Conclave, but that's not where the money comes from. It's the PvP side of things. Sorry, the PvE. What?
I've got a game of Cephalon Capture. I tried the 1v1 queue and no one was joining, so I clicked Cephalon Capture, instantly in a game. Here we go. Oh yeah.
Are you winning?
It's loading.
Are you winning?
We are...
Winning?
It's drawed. 0-all.
Are you winning yet?
No.
God, you're really bad at this.
Let's see.
Should be winning by now. I expect better from you, Loz. Are you winning yet?
I'm quitting out of it.
You can't quit! You've got teammates, they depend on you!
Oh, well, there were people sitting in that queue for hours.
Yeah!
The game was already going.
You came along, popped it, and leave.
Wow. I'm...
I'll play some later. I actually really enjoyed
How
Cephalon.
dare you.
It was my favourite mode.
Poor Cephalon Stark.
No, they should stay the way they are. If you want the skins, you need to earn them. It's no different than any other faction, signed banner or such. I agree, the signed banner is annoying, but the rest of the skins should not be added to the market. Yeah, I think that side needs fixing, to be honest.
Except it's not like all the other stuff. I can guaranteed do anything in my power and get it done, and it doesn't require other people participating for me to get it done.
Oh, that's an interesting question then. Would you then be opposed to having it that if you're waiting a minute or longer, it simply starts the team, whatever match you're doing, and puts NPCs in like it does for the index?
Oh, I would love that.
I got no issue with that.
I would.
And then obviously,
I'd play then.
Yeah,
make that an option. You know.
Yeah, they could even make it that if you're in a game by yourself with nothing but NPCs, you get reduced amounts of conclave rating, and then as players join, or as soon as another player joins, it goes up to normal value.
I'd be totally fine with it. I'd be totally fine with that. Then there's a way that you can just queue, play by yourself, get it done.
I'm also on the side of the syndicate, so the conclave Syandana. It needs to react more to than just doing the conclave weeklies. Like maybe do stuff for your syndicate and then it will glow, or maybe kill
your syndicate.
Any of your syndicates.
No.
Right?
No. Just make it. Let's be fair. There's not enough people playing conclave to make that functional. Just put it at the maximum setting.
No. I'm talking PvE. I'm talking PvE.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just make it appear as the maximum version.
So just stay at max.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nice idea. Not greatly implemented.
Okay.
I think it's much better than coming up with a silly thing about using other syndicates to then it gets better. No.
Or just kill shit.
Or just do that then. Just make it just kill stuff.
Red Veil counts those.
Right. Okay, was there any more replies?
Yes. If they open them up for direct purchase, people would accuse DE of profiting from the grind. In effect, you're suggesting that an unfair system which advantages those who use exploitable mechanics be overlaid with another unfair system where those with more expandable income are advantaged. I think would be better to simply fix the exploits.
I think what this person is saying is that the skins become pay to win.
Pay to acquire, and it's like you have to either endure a grind which is just ridiculous, or you can just pay for it. It's like, oh well, you might as well just pay for it. Pay to skip that.
But all the cosmetics,
the whole game is that way.
Yeah, all the cosmetics are paid to acquire.
Yeah,
everything is that way.
I don't see that as a valid complaint.
No.
Next, players, I would rather get a Teshin 2.0. The Conclave rewards actually fit quite well as endgame rewards. Maybe create new mission types for him that also give Conclave standing that are PvE. You don't have to throw the baby out with the bathwater.
Yes, you do.
No, I can't. See, I think there's something in this. I think Conclave hasn't worked as a PvP system. Let's redesign it, make it have NPCs to fill in the slot, so it's more of an active game mode. And if people do join it, it removes, as we said, the NPCs with players, so players can still get into it. But that way, it becomes Teshin. It's supposed to be Teshin. Supposed to be training you for the sentience returning, and at the moment, he just really isn't, because he's like, Tenno, why do none of you wish to prepare? But it makes sense if he became more active and became a bit of a syndicate by himself. I mean, you got Solaris United and Vox Solaris, so why can't we have Teshin
Dax?
Vox Teshin, I don't know, Teshin Dax, whatever you want to call it, is standing. And that way he also gives you missions to do that would be training you, and then you could go do some of these NPC
Stalker mode.
No. Right.
Yes.
Last reply. What, where you get to play as Teshin?
Yes.
You get to play as Stalker.
Yeah.
Or you want to be as Teshin?
No, both. So you could do one or the other, right? So you could go as Teshin, you're like, I must train your Tenno, and then you just kick their asses. And you're like, yes.
I want to see that.
I want Stalker mode, but I want Wolf mode.
Oh, Wolf mode as well. Mid-boss mode.
Right.
And you could be the Zanuka hunter, and you can capture your target and take them to prison.
I don't want to be Zanuka. He dies too quick.
A better Zanuka hunter.
Well, if they added the bloody wall running that it was supposed to have originally, then maybe. Right. Despite my dislike for this game mode, this is the last one by the way, and its lack of fun engagements, if I cannot get the rewards, it's because I lack the will and skill, maybe both, to gain them. If someone has these skins, I know for a fact the guy probably has no friends or a life and deserves to show off his achievements. I love how they also went, his not there. Technically, I mean, could have to be a person. Yeah,
It could be a girl, but I doubt they're going to be that toxic.
Farm the conclave. I'm going to farm all these conclaves. It's ridiculous. So yeah, it's fair enough. I think that's the key point. Is that they are. I mean, these are. I don't think they've even got PBR treatment skins. These skins don't look great. I don't think they're amazing. And if someone wants to grind them, it's a bit of a reward there. And they're not the most important. And you know, Tenno Gen on Steam gives you more options. You know, much more variety of amazing things that people produce than these rudimentary skins. So yeah, I'd say leave them as they are, but I think fix the Cyan and let's put some NPCs into Conclave option.
Sounds good to me.
Yep.
I'm gonna ask a card. Would you buy the Conclave skins for Plat? Because
can I also have another one with? Would you play Conclave against NPCs like Index?
You can only have one, so we'll do that. Would you play Conclave against NPCs like?
Is that in brackets like Index? Because I think that's actually a good solution because it would be very easy for them to just put the mobs in. They already spawn them for the Index, so just copy that AI, stick them in. They're going to be idiots. Let's be fair, but at least that way we'll make the game. You know, I can just go, hey, I want to play Conclave today. I know I'm going to be playing against some NPCs, and I can play my 1v1. I can play. Yeah, they're going to be rubbish. I'm sure you could do something with it, but I'm sure it wouldn't be that much effort on D's end to just stick them in. I really don't think it would be.
Agreed.
Yeah.
All right.
And that would probably for the amount of time it would take to probably put them in. I think they would probably get a okay return on investment. It would encourage people to go do it because they know that they'll be able to go get the skins. They'll be able to farm stuff up. So I think that would be actually decent for low effort.
Yeah, I'll be honest. My goal would be to get people actually using the mode versus who cares about these stupid skins? They're
exactly
trash.
Well, the reward is already there because some people do want these skins in Cyan. The problem is people aren't playing the mode. So can we very simply, without too much effort, because rebalancing all these things and putting effort and making leagues, which is what they really need, is a lot of effort. What's the simple way? Put NPCs in there for people to play it like a PvE mode if they want to.
Yeah. And they already have the code. They have it in Index. Done.
Yeah.
Easy.
Yeah.
Cool. Right. I think that's it for topics.
Yes.
So are we gonna?
Oh.
What?
I have forgotten to do one thing, which is make all the links for the memes, so I'm going to have to do these individually.
La 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 la.
Have I got them here?
I'll need them afterwards.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 7, 12. Yeah, I'll just do them individually as we go. Cool. Right. So...
We're professional.
I thought I had everything done. I really could have done this. Plenty of time to do it, and I just didn't. Right, so let's go through some memes. You ready?
Yeah.
No, gone.
There's a meme frame review. There we go. So meme number 1. Go.
What the fuck?
Loaded? Yeah. I don't know where this meme's come from, but there seems to be about at the moment. It's called My Feeling. And there's some lady at something who's drinking one drink, not liking that drink, puts it aside, then looks left and there's a bottle of water. Like, it's not so good. Oh, look, water. So, yes. I saw people doing it with, there's another one of this, which I didn't pick it. It was taking the drink and it was like movement with K drives. It's like, don't like K drive. And then she looks after the bottle of water and it says, it's all blink. It's just yeah. Right. The next one, if I in there.
Her top. Just like, what the fuck
is that her top or is she like holding something?
I want to say that's her top, but I really can't tell.
No, I think she's got like a cuddly toy on her lap.
Yeah, see, that's what I thought.
I don't know. much like her disgust of the drink. Is this the second one?
Yep.
Hold on a second. What the fuck is this? What the fuck?
Gonna get ahead of myself a bit. Well, a bit of a basting. There we are. So the
I
second
love
one.
it.
Tenno triggers alarm. Bursa wants to know your location. Block or allow.
Allow.
Allow. I love bursters. And they're bloody riot mowers. That was Bursta's name. Oh well, moving on. So, the third...
What the... Oh my god!
What?
No, keep going.
Oh. Have you seen it? What? I'm confused. What was oh my god about?
The third one.
But I just pasted it. How did you know?
I've got on the bloody... You just said, right, the third one.
I swear it was a bit out of time. Oh, don't know my brains. Anyway, there we go. The third one.
No, I was with you on that one.
Loz, just read it out loud. Loz, just...
When you feel Excalibur skills?
Yeah.
Oh, good. Okay. Right. So, yeah, I actually really don't like the extra arms on the Inaros premium skin.
If they
But
did something like this, but the fact that they don't do anything is annoying.
it's good. So, the quadricata. And if you notice, the eyes on the shoulder all have sunglasses on as well. That's pretty
That's hilarious.
So I think that one's amazing. So moving on to the next one, the fourth one. Oh yes, okay. Space bomb, please. Right, and then while you guys read that, can you read that out, and I'll just catch up with my copy and pasting.
Okay. Tenno, can I have an Umbral Former? Lotus. No, we already have Umbral Former at home. Umbral Former at home. Former.
This is a regular format.
Yeah.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So I think the original thing is we have food at home, and it's like not good food or it's the wrong food.
Not the food I want. Yeah.
Yes. And we already have former at home. It's like no, don't.
The old "Can we stop at McDonald's on the way home?"
That's the one.
No.
One more, and I'm caught up. Right. Good to go. So where are we at? So we're on to
Number 5. So we're going on to number 5.
We're on number 5. There we are.
Number 5.
Again, question mark. Tenno has completed dozens of missions with a tile set and practically knows it by heart. Also Tenno still accidentally yeets off most ledges. The Lotus watching her elite operative.
Mm-hmm.
That is us.
I love getting
that
stuck on top
face,
of
too.
door frames.
That face is amazing. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is this number 6?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought this one's great. Oof. I assume this is 2 people in a prison. We have a limbo and one of the Gross-Drag 3. I killed my own comrades, and you? I made cute art of Vahek.
What the fuck?
Not even the Gross-Drag will sit next to you.
Wow.
Oh,
Oh.
God, this one.
7?
This one was weird. Yeah, this is number 7. That was a bit weird. Steve, please. I just want to play Chroma. So here's the steps. Be me. Chroma Prime is ready to claim. Oh boy! Reading its abilities. Wait. Depends on color. On color. There are different buffs. Just one problem. I'm colorblind. Sadmusic.mp3. Never gonna play Chroma.
Yeah.
Aww.
Oh, sad face.
And there's an Excalibur Prime.
It's sad.
Just to rub it in Loz's face. For 70s benefit, Loz actually used to use Excalibur Prime's helmet, but since the PBR treatment, he lost the ability to tint his Excalibur Prime's face in 3 different colors.
Let me reenact what my face should look like. Oh, I've turned off my TV now. Oh, yeah.
Turned off your TV? What?
Not my TV, my screen. I pushed the power button.
Press the power button.
Put that in there. There we go. That's what it should look like. There we go.
How did you turn off your screen to achieve this?
I hit the power button. There we go.
Doing what?
Reaching for this.
Reaching for some paper, you hit the power button.
Yep.
Surely this is 2 different kind of hand movements. Professionalism.
Look, I've got my face back. This is all that matters.
Yeah, it's the whole point was that there was a strip down the middle of Excalibur Prime's face that you could color tint separately from everything else. However, in the PBR treatment, it was removed and Loz lost his face. Moving on to number 8.
Number 8. I'm just going to leave this one. It's called Fashion Frame is Endgame.
I don't get it.
When there's no fashion frame in the new Avengers movie, what's the new Avengers movie called?
Endgame.
The fashion frame is Endgame.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's no fashion frame.
Just sailed right.
Yeah.
Right over top of me.
No, I
Okay.
Number 9.
Number 9. Tusk thumpers. No one. Absolutely no one. Not a single fucking soul. Warframe.
What the fuck?
They built a Tusk thumper.
Why does it have Thomas
I
the
won't put that
Tank
one
in
on
his
votes.
face?
Have you not seen this thing in its glory?
No.
It's got lasers for eyes.
Oh my god.
What? I
Yeah.
have to look that up now.
You have to find that.
Right.
Oz, you have one mission.
I will complete that mission. Right, moving on to the next one, which I added just because I thought it was so weird. This next one, just the fact
What the fuck?
every goddamn time Tenno popping Radiant Relics former.
Fuck.
I see that's former's gonna sneak into your
Yeah.
But just the face is just amazing. Right,
Evil mustache.
next one. Evil former. Number 11. A bit of a positive one. This needs to be said. Nobody is born cool, except of course. And then, lifts down the visor. People who leave positive reviews on Warframe.ma. Okay, after a good trade. And the last
I like the comments on that. I'm doing my part.
nice. And the last one. There we go. Sad face. Defend the cargo until reinforcements arrive. Short operative. Am I a joke to you?
Yes, you are a joke. We call him Caboose.
Lol.
Do you get that? Why he's calling it cargo?
Yeah, because isn't that the...
He's the defense target.
Yeah.
It's the defense target.
Yeah.
Defense target, but the default Lotus line says cargo.
Yeah.
Expecting you to be filling a cryotube. It's like, am I joke to you? Just thought I'd explain the joke.
Mm-hmm.
Right, that's it. Community shout out, Xeno. I need to pay some, don't I?
Yes, you do.
Which I can.
Where do I keep this? Right, okay. So I need to scroll down on document in order to find names. Okay, first community shoutout is this lovely Neja picture. I don't know why I'm doing that. I really don't. Sorry. Is this lovely Neja picture by, I think that's supposed to be pronounced Zepurfa? I don't know. I don't know how you pronounce that. There's 4 vowels. Consonants! There's 4 consonants in a row. I get there eventually. Yeah. So I think Loz is impressed. Loz is
when people can put so much detail into something that you think that you expect that in like an art book.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Really good.
Someone is messaging the crap out of me. My tablet is going absolutely nuts. I don't know what's going on.
For me, it's really distracting. I think there's a Discord server that's not muted, and some people start posting us. I'm getting pings. I'm getting really distracted by it. So yes, next one, Wisp.
Well, my tablet's not on Discord. Right, next one is Wisp by Cole Rudge. So yeah, absolutely gorgeous. Are you excited for Wisp 70s?
No. Not after watching the dev stream and her abilities. I'm just like, I'll be getting hurt at 30. That's gonna be about it.
I kind of hope that they kind of rework some stuff, because it's like too many of these abilities are not mobile.
Yeah,
which
exactly.
In the same dev stream was the complaints of about Valban. There's like, we realize you guys don't like immobile stuff, so we're gonna change Valban.
Which doesn't really carry over well into these giant open areas that we make you traverse.
Here's the new Warframe. Everything's immobile. It's like,
it has 6 immobile objects it can place.
Yes. Aren't you happy about this? It's delicious. Right. The third community shout out is Rock Paper Atlas by Nahon. Nayon.
Atlas has been working out. Looks
Wow.
like.
I love his tiny feet.
Tiny little feet.
It's so
I
tiny.
never noticed that.
It's so tiny.
That's
Massive legs. Tiny feet.
Oh, skip feet day.
Didn't skip back day apparently. Right.
Oh my goodness.
Right. So the fourth community shout out is this gorgeous lotus by Roman Coria. Coria. Yeah, I think so.
Wow, that is great. Nothing on the Twitter for this guy though, huh?
I was going to say, are we absolutely sure this person did this art? Because I've just scrolled down and I don't see any other art on their feed that they've done.
No, hold on. Maybe they didn't. I'm just going to open up now. Nope, there's a different name at the bottom.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll find the right one and I'll actually link it in.
Mr. 69M, I think?
Yeah.
Mr. 69M. Still amazing. Look at that.
Absolutely gorgeous. I'll find the right link. I didn't notice that. Good catch. Oh my god, yes.
Well, I was just like, mainly because I was like, oh, this is amazing. I want to see some other artists. I'm like, wait.
Yeah, and he had like no likes, no retweets, nothing.
It's really hard, like the number of times people just lift pieces of art and not actually source the original.
Yeah.
So why do I have 16 Twitter notifications? What the heck? Okay, something exploded. Right, okay. Where was I? So that was number what?
That was
four. Right, so 5 is this Val Kitty by Dasta Creations.
Aw. Cute.
Yep. I'm just nose ring.
I remember us pointing that out at something and Megan goes, "What's wrong with the nose ring?" Right.
Fine.
The 6th community shout out is this lovely Nova Corpora set of doodles by Gone.
Hey, well, I'm trying to think about Fuzz. My Nova hashtag Warframe is a bit different. I still love that anyway. So, is this really Corpora?
The head is definitely Corpora. I promise you that.
Is this the person who does the Corpora art?
I don't believe so.
No.
It's the other thing. I think it's weird to call that Corpora just because you see it and it looks a bit like that Corpora art. Corpora to me is like that person's thing, not a theme thing for Warframes. And like, oh, that Warframe is slightly corpusy looking. It must be Corpora. It's like, no.
That is the Corpora Nova head.
That is literally exactly what the Corpora head looks like.
That is literally it. When you asked, and I said yes.
Oh, I didn't quite get that. I did, yeah.
Yeah, right.
You guys are fun.
Where are we? God damn it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So the 7th community shout out is this Tenno Power by Zarise.
But wait, why do they have it exploding with stuff? I
don't know.
That's the thing. It's like
it's a nice set of doodles, Loz. Accept the doodles and move on. We've got this lovely Tenno Power by Z. I don't know how you pronounce that.
Zarise. Yeah, never mind.
Yeah, exactly, right? It's hard, but I thought this was awesome.
It is, yeah.
It's pretty good.
Still trying to work out the name.
Yeah, the name is what's getting me. It's like...
Right.
Look at the nose, it's distracting.
The 8th community shout out is this gorgeous Cora by Shimbros. That name is easy.
That does not look like Cora.
No.
What did I link? Oh crap, I linked the wrong one. It's if you go to their profile.
Pretty angry.
If you go to their profile and then scroll up you will see it.
Cora looks angry too.
Yes,
this
Cora
person's got a theme.
Yeah. Where is the Cora?
Angry.
Yeah, can you see it?
Yeah.
Man, that art is awesome.
Yeah. Sorry, I didn't realize I linked the wrong one. It was originally going to be the Valkyr, but I think we've had this before, so I'll get that one sorted out. And then the last community shout out, number 9, is Mop Umbra Access by Omnivoice.
Oh my god, Mop Umbra.
Yep.
That dude is awesome. Oh dear, yep. I have to watch that later in life.
Yep. So that's it for the community shoutouts.
Right.
Are you guys ready for the Tenno quote?
Yes. So this is a movie quote that Xeno has changed the terms to Warframe nouns and verbiage and things. So, to speed things up, Xeno, tell us the key things before you start.
No. So... Right.
Is it the sound of music?
No. Are you ready?
Yes.
Cool. Thousands of years ago, a race of immortals harnessed the most powerful force in existence, the pure energy of the void. These immortals, the Orokin of the Origin System, built a civilization from where they could watch over all of their empire on the planet Earth. They divided the Origin System into 213 nodes. A Warframe powered by the energy of the void was sent to every node of the Origin System to select a recruit. In order to be chosen by the Warframe, it said that one must be without memory. Together, these 213 Warframes form the space ninjas known as the Tenno.
I think memory wasn't a good choice. I know what it is.
That's why you weren't going to get any hints.
You know what it is? I have no idea. I could start throwing out random guesses.
Go for it. Have some random guesses. I think I know, yeah.
Actually,
this is why I asked for some. If you want to give out,
I don't even have guesses at this point.
It's a superhero film.
Yep.
It's after the year 2000.
Yep.
It's DC.
Yep.
It's a DC superhero movie after
It's 2000.
2000.
Mm-hmm. We call that's how we normally divide it.
Okay, the only one I've watched is Wonder Woman.
It's no Wonder
Woman. Except for maybe the Batman ones.
No,
it's not the Batman ones.
If you think about what he's talking about, it's going to be space. And...
Was it Green Lantern?
Yep. Yep.
It's the only DC one I can think about space.
Yep.
Oh my God.
Yeah, no, it is. Yeah, that film had so much potential, and it was just like
I never even saw it after what they did to Deadpool in the Wolverine movie. It was like, okay, I'm done.
Please tell me you saw the Deadpool movie though.
Love the Deadpool movie.
Good.
Yeah. And 2.
Cool. Right. So that's it for the community shoutouts. 70s, it's been community shoutouts. That's the quote. 70s, it's been absolutely amazing having you, as always.
Thank you.
You know,
it's been a pleasure to be here for sure.
Yeah. And yeah, so if you guys want to catch 70s, you'll notice that one of the cards is no longer a question. That is because I'm now populating that with a link to our special guest. Right.
Oh, that's such a nice idea.
Yeah. So I literally thought about it while we were recording. So that's why there's only 4 questions. And there will only be 4 questions now because I want to make sure that there is some traffic going to our special guests. So yeah, go check out 70s. He will provide me with a link to where I'm sending you shortly. And yeah, that's it for this episode. And we will catch you next week, wherever the off button is.
I love that we're now using the cards as clearly their intended purpose, which is linking to things, whereas we were like, let's use them for polls, which is clearly nobody ever uses them for.
We're still doing it.
Oh, yeah, totally. Yeah. No, I think it's brilliant. Pretty good. Yep. Cool. Can't wait to see that.